The word prayer describes so many aspects of how we communicate with God. I guess it just describes a conversation in the supernatural. But often that supernatural conversation is just restricted to our conversations with God. So that when we have a specific need, we often just take those conversations to God and ask for help. But sometimes our supernatural conversations do not need to be taken to God. Sometimes we need to have a supernatural conversation with the very thing that we would normally come to God to ask for help. God has placed inside of us His Spirit. When we became Christians, when we gave our life to Jesus, we were given a brand new spirit, and that spirit is not impotent. We have the same Spirit as Jesus living on the inside. So sometimes it's our responsibility to use that power and authority that God has placed inside of us and to have a supernatural conversation and speak against the very thing that is coming against us. If that is sickness, then we need to speak to pray against that sickness. We need to have our supernatural conversation and take our supernatural authority over that sickness. So when I was asked to share about my thoughts about prayer, it struck me that my prayer, my supernatural conversations, were not just restricted to those conversations with God, but also a good deal of those were conversations about releasing the power that God has given me into my life, which in turn means that when I do have my conversations with God, I'm very thankful for the power and the effect that it's had on my life.